Mixer is dead.
Goodbye.
Mixer has...
Well, it's dying.
It's dying a really quick
It
death.
has been stabbed in the heart.
It has been stabbed in
It
the
hasn't
heart.
died yet, but it's
there.
inevitable.
Yeah, so let's go to TIE Fighter. For those that maybe don't know the news or were gone on vacation or have just disconnected, why don't you catch them up on what all the news surrounding Mixer this week?
So we officially got word through a Twitter announcement on Monday morning-ish that as of July 20th, 22nd, Mixer will no longer be working. So Mixer's being shut down, and all of the partners and streams are being migrated over to Facebook Gaming.
Really
Facebook Gaming. So that was kind of an interesting choice, and I'm sure we can dive deep into the implications of Facebook plus Microsoft. But all the partners were given an offer to move their partnership over to Facebook Gaming. It seems as if many partners are not taking that.
doing that.
deal.
Yeah.
And again, we'll talk about that too. But basically, yeah, Mixer is shuttering down. If you have spare embers, make sure you go to your favorite streamer's channel and spend them now. They are worth twice as much as they were before for the remainder of Mixer's time.
Yeah.
Same with Sparks. They're also helping out a ton more. So if you have any of that currency, now is the time because none of it is going to transfer over to Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely. So this kind of, it didn't really come as a shock. Anybody who was paying attention to the numbers just were not there for Mixer. They haven't been there for a while. While everyone is growing by 200, 300% over this quarantine period, Mixer was growing by 1%,
0.2%.
right? 0.2%. There you go.
0.2% year over year.
Just nothing. Microsoft did sign a deal with Facebook. It seemed like Facebook in some way purchased Microsoft or something. Where, after July 22nd, all the Mixer URLs will direct to Facebook Gaming.
Okay.
So there is something there with that. Let's start with the Facebook deal from a streaming standpoint.
Okay.
McSpicy.
Yo.
What do you think about Facebook Gaming as a streaming platform? A lot of streamers are choosing not to go there, it seems like. A lot are going to Twitch. A few are going to YouTube. We've decided to go to YouTube as a result. So everybody, if you've not heard the news yet, you heard at the beginning of the show, come join us, youtube.com/XoneBros. We believe it's the best place for the community. It's the best place for the podcast. For us, TIE Fighter actually has gone to Twitch yourself.
Yep.
And that seemed to be majority Twitch, a couple YouTube, but almost nobody's going to Facebook. Spicy, give me your analysis.
Okay, the polite way that I'm going to say this is we initially looked at it, right? When you get a huge change coming where your streaming platform is going away, that's a shock. So we're going to look everywhere, right? The polite way to say something about Facebook is it's rough around the edges. Like
that is so nice.
Yeah, it's rough around the edges. That's the nice way to put it. I'm a big time streamer watcher, and I have been watching streaming since Justin TV days, so years and years and years. And I have seen once Ninja moved to Mixer. Then you started to see a whole bunch of moves taking place. You had Shroud go to Mixer. You had Courage, who's a Fortnite streamer, go to YouTube. You had some Hearthstone streamers that I really like. They went to Facebook. For example, Disguised Toast. I really enjoy him as a streamer. Yeah. He actually went to Facebook Gaming, right? Facebook streaming. So I wanted to give it a chance. And there was a lot of missing variables that I think is pretty important to have as a streaming platform.
So as a full-time stream watcher, what is the first thing that you found was missing on Facebook from a viewing perspective?
Let's get to that. How am I supposed to find who I want to watch? That's really important. I actually, I was a big-time Disguised Toast watcher. I think he was an excellent streamer, one of the better Hearthstone streamers, and I really enjoy that game. And I hadn't heard from him in years. I thought actually...
it's gone.
He's at poof, he's gone. Anyways, when I went to go look for him, because this is a big deal, I saw I went. Obviously, he's being promoted just like Ninja was being promoted on Mixer. He's always has a thumbnail basically on Mixer just to say they have the big name. He wasn't streaming live, but his logo was there. But I could not find live streams easily.
Okay.
It was very difficult to. Some were live, like when I would go to Facebook gaming, I'm calling it Facebook streaming. I could not. There was like 3 live logos, but I had to keep scrolling down to try to find live people.
Right. So Facebook catalogs everything that you put onto their website. So every live stream that you do is automatically turned into a VOD, and that is what is posted as like the main feature of your content until you go live next time. But what they failed to do is if when I go offline, now if you go looking for me on Facebook, you may find a TIE Fighter video front and center because, say you search for TIE Fighter all the time, because of course you do.
Yeah.
But
nice plug.
They don't make it very clear that what you are clicking on is not a live stream, but in fact a recording of my live stream from previously. And as a viewer, I agree with you. It's very difficult to know if what you are consuming is live or is a recording.
Which is actually really important with streaming.
Yeah.
Because the greatest thing about streaming is the live interaction. You can sit there and chat and manipulate what you're watching.
Absolutely.
By saying, hey, did you watch this movie? And then the person would start talking about that movie or whatever, It's a very intimate connection with the entertainer that's on, the content creator that's on the stream, right? So it's, to not have that, that's a big deal. There were a lot of other missing variables. I feel as though Facebook, I think, has a chance, but they need to fill those gaps.
Yeah.
And if those gaps were filled, if those gaps were full, maybe a lot more streamers would have moved over there instead of going to Twitch, or like us, instead of going to YouTube.
Sure.
Because, being an instant partner is a big deal. It's difficult. It takes a lot of time to become a partnered streamer.
It's work, yeah.
It's a lot of work. A lot of people don't realize how much work it is. Ninja, a big streamer, streamed 7 years basically almost to himself,
right,
until he was able to get that injection with the games he started playing to become what he is today, right?
Yeah.
So it's to have those missing gaps at this point in time made it really challenging to move over for us anyways. So yeah. Did that answer your question? I actually totally forgot what you asked me.
No, that's great. Just analysis on Facebook gaming.
As a viewer, it's difficult.
So,
as a streamer, it's complicated. Can I mention one more thing that makes it complicated as a streamer? Facebook is interesting in the fact that you can be an admin over many pages. Like for me, I have lots and lots of pages that I help other companies with. And so when you stream, it's very complicated. It could be a lot easier, but it's very complicated not to accidentally stream under the grocery store that you're helping, or another account that you are an admin on. I've actually, when we were multi-streaming on this channel, we used to multi-stream. We used to stream to Mixer, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube.
Facebook,
We streamed to all those. I streamed to my personal account so many times on accident, and I'd have people that I haven't seen in 20 years go, Mark, what's this? What's going on?
Well, here is something just off of that. TIE Fighter, talk a little bit about Facebook's weaknesses from a viewer standpoint, as far as you had mentioned this yesterday when we were talking. A lot of people have their real name as their Facebook name.
So let's talk strictly from a viewer perspective. When you go into chat, you are very much you. It is your name. It's not a screen name that you make up for Twitch. You don't have an avatar. It is your Facebook account.
Yeah.
And technically there is a way to get around that. You can treat yourself like you were going to be streaming, and that you can make a gamer page, and then you can start interacting with chat on behalf of that page.
Yeah.
So like I could go into chat and it would have my personal Facebook there as the standard, but then you can like click a button up in the top right corner, this little tiny picture, and that'll drop down. Okay, do you want to be Tyler or do you want to be TIE Fighter
Your page
today?
admin, yeah.
And you have to you have to toggle that every time you go into chat, because the default is always your personal
Facebook
account.
That's why I would accidentally stream our stream on my personal page, because it was
but especially in gaming, think your gamer tag is your identity.
Absolutely.
And so you lose a little bit of identity there, but then just from a safety standpoint, how many people are going to be open and honest or just have fun in chat if their personal profile is accessible by everybody?
We actually got a little bit of a spiel from Facebook Gaming as partners. They were kind of pitching the idea of moving over to Facebook, and one of the things that they said that they had been collecting data on was toxicity in chat, and were people more or less toxic when real names were used in chat. And according to the data that they found, that when people were interacting with each other in the chat for a specific stream, generally people were more civil because their reputation was on the line, right? They weren't hiding behind anonymity. And so in that respect, it could be good. But then on the other side, there are people out there who are bad and wrongdoers, and you are putting your real name out there, and potentially people would be able to find your face.
Yeah. Some people just want to watch the world burn.
They just want to watch. Not about the money. True.